will be kind of a part that I talked about in another video. It may end up being added on to the end of this. I'll cut it at this part if not, but I am planning on running most of the Dirt Drag series this year. I'm not going to run them all because they have some weeks that there's like 4 events in a week, and I just can't make that happen all the time. But the schedule actually got released just today. They will be starting up April 15th, I want to say. So we've got a little ways to wait still, but about a month out. But it'll be here soon, and I'm ready for it to be here. Be a lot of exciting stuff coming. Like I've said, some new stuff coming for that bike, looks wise, and probably going to be turning more power to it coming into this season. I'm not going to tell you guys a whole lot about it yet because I haven't done a whole lot of research on it, but an aftermarket ECU for the bike that has up to 50 different maps for different fuels and so on and so forth, that once I get some money saved up, I'm probably going to be buying that, slapping on the bike and trying to turn some more power out of it. Now, I'm not wanting to get like completely insane. I don't want that 250R. I haven't 100% decided whether I'm going to extend that bike or not. I kind of want to have, it's like I've talked about, I'd really like to have, the only reason it doesn't have one on it now, which is the reason that I haven't settled for one, is I could go buy an extended swing arm, which in my one video I called them A-arms or swing arms, but I could build or get an extended swing arm for it from a lot of places, honestly. But my thing is, I want to have an adjustable swing arm length. Like, you can get them for KTMs, but I haven't found one yet for Hondas. I know guys that have them on Hondas, I just haven't found one yet for my Honda. But I want to get a slide adjuster swing arm if I get one, just because I don't need it lengthened out for 90% of the riding that I do, but when I go to hit big hills and stuff, goon climbers, I want to be able to have a little extension to it. And it all depends on the hill and so on and so forth, because you want your weight to be on the rear tire as much as possible for traction with that too. But I'm pretty excited for the Dirt Drag season. Like I said, new tires probably coming, plus that ECU. Maybe a few other things, we'll see. But I am thinking about, if I get into this, building something a little more aggressive for the Dirt Drag stuff than just my 250. But I'm not to that point yet, and that's not going to be for a long ways out if I do decide to do that. Like I told one of my buddies today, I've got enough things going on right now that I don't really need to be putting more projects and plans on my plate. I want to start getting some of this stuff done for you guys and start making some content. So like I said, this truck is going to be, the 6.0 is going to be pretty cut and dry as far as a whole lot with it, just because I don't have a whole crazy amount of plans for this truck right now. It's like I've told you guys, it all depends on how the channel starts going and how everything goes for me and so on, with the shop starting up and everything, which will be live this week. So make sure you check that out. I'll have a link in the description once it goes live on all the videos for it. But I'll also leave a link in the description for my buddy's YouTube channel again, because me and him are hopefully going to be getting together and doing a lot more riding. Might have a couple other buddies that are interested in getting in on some of the content and doing some riding with us as well. But yeah, that'll be good for content as well. Get some different perspectives. The buddy that's coming out has not really got any experience on a bike, so we'll see how that goes for him. But I'm excited for Dirt Drag season. I've thought about it, but there's not a whole lot of places that do it around here. If there's a whole lot of places that do it around here, I'd get another setup for wheels and tires on the bike, and I'd do some flat track racing with it, because Circle Dirt Track is a dream of mine. But there's there's not a lot of places that run the flat track around here on bikes. I really wanted to build a flat track bike before I got into the dirt drag a little bit and stuff. And I'd kind of like to get to the point where I'd like to get a 450 here in a couple years probably for dirt drags if I stick with it. I want to run this season on the 250 and make sure that it is truly something that I enjoy, but make sure it is something I enjoy and everything. But if I do end up getting a 450 here at some point, I'll probably be setting it up more for dirt drags and having a setup for it so I can switch it for flat track and run flat track with it some. I'm also probably going to be taking my 250 down to fast tracks a couple times this year maybe. And there's a couple of other places I may end up taking it and riding some, because I want to do a little bit of riding. I want to do a little like enduro cross type stuff. I want to do a little bit of just plain Jane motocross. I'd like to go down to fast tracks around here and race a little bit, but that's just, it's not really my hobby, I guess. I'm not into it that much. Now granted, I think it would be fun and everything, but I guess my thing is I got into pulling tractors when I was young, and I want to continue with pulling tractors. I want to build a big truck or tractor eventually in my life. That's one goal that I do have. And I love drag racing as well, and I'd love to have a drag car, but it's like there's a lot of hobbies that if I had a way to do it, I would do them. And depending on how this YouTube thing's, if you guys follow along, we'll dabble in a little bit of all of them. I don't care. Because I'd love to be able to do that. I just don't have the ability to do that right now. So, but if you guys want to see that, keep liking these videos, subscribe, and help me get the channel out there, and we'll definitely start doing some stuff. I've got there's a lot of hobby type things like that I'd love to do. But right now, my main focus on stuff is trying to get the trucks, everything done, and getting that bike running and done. Well, I guess not getting it running, but and I'm not saying this summer, especially with depending on how YouTube goes, there'll probably be a few surprises that get thrown into things. I've got some thoughts in my head to stuff that I'd like to do this summer, and some content ideas. I'm probably going to have a few days of the summer that I get a bunch of guys together and just hang out and do stuff. And those content days may not be a whole lot of understanding of what goes on, but they'll be entertaining to watch, so you get enough buddies together. But I've got buddies that race fast tracks and stuff, and I'll probably go down there and watch some of them go race a few times, but it's just, I've got so much money sank into a different hobby. And I understand, I'm still talking about sinking money into bikes and stuff, but just motocross racing, with the lifestyle I live, I guess. I live on a farm, I work a full-time job if I'm not in school. I still have school every day. Freaking deer just gonna stand here and watch me drive past, but with the life that I have right now, I just don't really have the time or the want to run myself that thin, because I think motocross would be fun, don't get me wrong at all, but I just look at the livelihoods of, right now I'm trying to get my business off the ground a lot, along with I'm trying to get this YouTube off the ground a little bit and everything, but with trying to get my business off the ground and not having the money to throw it into motocross stuff, I don't have all my proper gear and shit. I got a pair of riding boots from when I broke my ankle a couple years ago. I got them because I kept spraining it because it was too weak when I was riding and stuff. I'd sprain it every time I rode because of the just load that it took, but I've already got a bad ankle and a bad knee from dirt bikes. My back's already fucked up. Most of the pools are either a Friday or a Saturday night, and I don't know. And a lot of the drag races are any night throughout the week. And I just kind of don't want to take all my time just to put into hobbies and stuff and be ran so thin that, yeah, I'd have all kinds of content to pour out for you guys because I could record riding at the tracks and so on and so forth and races and all that stuff, but I wouldn't be able to keep up with the business as well and be able to do that stuff very well. So now there's some fucking homeless nigga walking on the side of the road. I don't fucking know. But I am looking forward to racing and everything and having more hobbies to do. And that's the thing, is if I got into other hobbies like dirt track racing or anything like that, I would have to slack off a little bit. Now, tractor pulls are going to be my main hobby. I'm going to focus on that mostly and putting my money and time into that, but I do want to do the dirt drags. I really enjoy them, and it may be my new hobby. I may not stay in tractor pulling as much as what I think I want to, but I really do enjoy it, have a blast with it, and I would just like to be able to do a little bit on the dirt bike and not have to worry about dedicating my whole life to it, I guess, is my thing, because I know that there's tuning and stuff to be done on suspensions on bikes for dirt drags. I've done it, but there's so much stuff that there comes down to with really getting into motocross and stuff that it's just, I'd rather pour the money into a bike that I can do pretty much whatever I want to it and rip it and nobody can say a damn word, and I can ride it around however I want and nobody can say a word. That's what I want. That's the problem, is if I start doing all the stuff that I want to with that bike, I don't know how everything will be with classing at races and stuff and pissing people off, but I definitely do plan on racing at some. I plan on doing the dirt drags a lot though, and doing some hill climbs and stuff, and I got custom stuff coming for bikes as well. Like I told you guys, I'd love to get a street bike. There's a lot of things I'd like to do, but right now I'm focusing on the trucks, that bike, and just some of my little odds and end projects that I'm going to show you guys, and that's what I'm concerned about. And then we'll worry about some of those other hobbies depending on how this channel goes and how business goes and everything else. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Share it with your friends, help me get out there. The more you guys help me out, I really truly do appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving me already in this channel. I've only been at it for a month or so now, and you guys have been giving me all kinds of support and helping me out a lot, and I appreciate that. But keep helping me out, and I'll keep making the videos, and hopefully stuff will get a lot better, and you'll get to see some of this stuff. We'll get to dabble into some of the other experiences and stuff together, and you guys will get to see all that and watch it. So like I said, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and have a good night.